Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Bob. In our today's Excel VBA coding, we are about to see how to select a cell and then how I can color the cell so that I can know which cell I'm formatting or which cell I'm selecting. So for example, normally when we select a cell here, if it is a smaller data set, we can easily identify it. But when the data set is more and then our visibility level goes to a much smaller way like this, then selection of data set sometimes might not be visible for us. This is where our current coding will be a very badly coding for us. I'm going to write this for this particular sheet. This is again one of an event kind of a coding that I'm going to write. And I'm going to use if then coding for us. So let's see how to write it. I'm going to go back to my F11 feature and open the code window for me. Then I'm going to select my worksheet and I'm going to leave the selection change as in base point. And at the last you will see by value target as range will come into it. So now I'm going to start with an if condition here. I'm going to say if target dot cells dot count is greater than 1, then exit the stub. So we exit the stub and then I'm adding here. If it is not so, I'm going to add cell interior color index that I will be 0. And then I'm going to just say a target interior cells colors. You can give a number here, or if you want to give a text here, you can do it. Normally, I will be using one of this VBA editor, which allows you to know the default color available for us in our VBA constancy. So you can either give the values here if you can remember it, or remembering the name will be easier. It's called, you can either go by RGB or CYMK. So either red, green and blue, or cyan, yellow, magenta and black. And so I'm going to use VBA cyan, or I can use a VBA red. Yes, I'm going to use VBA cyan. So once I do that, now the coding is ready for me. So I just write selection based coding here. I use an if then functionality. I gave an interior, I gave an index first and then I gave an interior component here. And then when I close the bracket, now if I choose any data set, automatically that particular data set will be colored here. So now when I move the cursor, you can see the data set is getting colored automatically. For example, if you want to choose a larger data set, if I want to know where my cursor point actually lies right now, probably this coding will be very, very useful for you. And if you can do this dimension even for an entire row or a column separately, or you can even use a current region or cross tabulated selection can also be colored here. So I'll be using the next coding here. Again, the next coding will be a little bigger than normal. So this code, I wrote it. So this is the code window that you can keep in it. If you want to pause the video right now and see what is the code in it, you can just go through the code. The same way, I'm going to create the other 2 videos also. But please bear with me because I'm not going to type that like I did in the current video right now. I'll be setting up this dimension already in tagged earlier, and then I'll show you only the connection part or how the dataset works for you. If I'm going to select the dataset either by a row or by a column, just so you can pick up either the entire row indexing interior colors here or entire row interior colors here. So that means that in a specific dimension you can want here. So we're now signing up from Excel Academy. We are in Excel VBA code on if then coding for coloring a cell that we select to identify which cell that we are at the moment selecting with our data. And if you are new to VBA code, you have to save this VBA code. Please don't forget, if you are using any version above 2007 version, please do save them in Excel STM so that your coding will be retained. So I'm going to just click this and then I say selection change colors. And when I do that, I'm going to just select this in macro enabled Excel workbook. So the extension will be the Excel ESM. So I'm going to saving it in my desktop. So I just want to show you how the changing colors are working here. And here you can see that this is not coloring because I've already colored it here. That's why the color component is not working here. But when I choose the other dimensions here, you can see that it's coloring because here I have a merged cell comes in place. If your cell is merged, probably your colors won't work for you because I'm selecting by the cell here, not by a merged cell here. This is Vinod signing off from myself Academy YouTube channel. Happy going.